For my book review, I went on the recommendation of my personal mentor, Dr. Robert Pimentel from Fresno City College. He's been my mentor throughout the entire doctoral program in educational leadership here at CSU Bakersfield, so I highly respect his opinion. So I was excited to check out his recommendation, The Leader Who Had No Title by Robin Sharma, a modern fable about real success in business and in life. Now, I didn't know a whole lot about Robin Sharma, to be honest, in the beginning, so it was interesting to learn that he has over 15 years experience in teaching these techniques to Fortune 500 companies like Microsoft, GE, Nike, and IBM. And the success formulas he teaches in this book and many others, to be honest, as well as his podcast, has made him one of the most highly sought after leadership advisors in the world. Now, the book itself is very user-friendly. It has about 200 pages. You can get through it in an afternoon. It's not textbooky at all. It's told in a story format that's entertaining. And the underlying goal of these techniques is to help bring out the genius level work in everyone, regardless of your position in any organization. The 8 strategies that are discussed throughout the book help bring the individual, and both in the story and the reader, from being busy and being able to achieve major life goals and how easy it is to do that, and just changing some simple mindsets. The transformational leadership lessons that are conveyed in all 4 of the conversations are easily applicable regardless of your industry or field. I particularly found the second conversation being how turbulent times create great leaders to be especially impactful for me. The strategies, especially in that lesson, talk about how to become mentally tougher and physically strong enough to lead in your field at times of great change, very similar to what we're experiencing in the educational field now. It provides practical ways to defeat stress and create an unbeatable mindset for leadership and success. Now, the story is told through the fictional characters of Blake Davis and Tommy Flynn. The book opens up on Blake Davis, who's a veteran who's struggling to integrate back into civilian society outside of struggling from PTSD. He also is really struggling transitioning from the rigid formal structure of the military, title driven, to how civilian life is not quite that way and how to interact. So he is hanging on to his job early one afternoon when he is interrupted by the fictional Tommy Flynn, a affable but goofy looking older gentleman with a Mickey Mouse handkerchief and a SpongeBob watch. And originally Blake doesn't take Tommy too seriously, but quickly finds out that Tommy is actually one of the top salesmen in the business, has been offered VP jobs many times. However, he's turned them down because he just enjoys his position, makes really good money, but has found this passion for life that Blake has found that he's missing. And so Tommy takes Blake through an afternoon of amazing transformational conversations, meeting different teachers who share with him how to integrate these lessons into his daily life. Now, the underlying message in this book is that there is a leadership potential in every single person, that you do not need to wait for a title to be bestowed upon you to have the power to make change in your organization or your community. Titles themselves do give a level of power, managing director, for example, but a title given can be taken away, and thus with the title taken away, so too can the power. And you don't need that to make change. And these techniques and these conversations explain how you can do that breaking these negative mindsets and narratives, really taking the victim mindset out of the workplace and transforming it into a leadership mindset. And he does this brilliantly through the 4 conversations. The first one being about that you need no title to be a leader. Second conversation focuses on how turbulent times build great leaders. Third conversation talks about the deeper your relationships, the stronger the leadership. And the fourth conversation, to be a great leader, requires first becoming a great person. So let's dig a little bit deeper into these conversations now and reflect a little bit more on where they're applicable to us in our career.